player's box in 4E, the 3.5 box, and so forth. So here is the Red Brand Hideout, another encounter map. Very nice, nicely done map. All kinds of nice art. I really am impressed with it. Ooh, spiders. And here's Runes of Thunder Tree. Oh, look at that, a green dragon. Wah, wah, wah. They even said that, I know Mike and I believe it was Greg talking about there is a green dragon. But as you guys can see, the high gloss pages, I can see it on the stream. And this is actually really nice. Here's Craigmall Castle. I mean, for the $20, guys, I mean, this is an unbelievable buy for, especially, you know, if I said if you buy it online, you can get it cheaper, but I would definitely support your local game stores, guys, because they do need the business. There's a Grick. Looks like an owlbear. Some loot. It talks about the different areas. Oh my goodness. Look at that massive place. This is a Wave Echo Cave. Wow, very nice. More art. Looks like, ooh, nice skeleton. I remember they tweeted this picture out. There was looks like a zombie on this side. Maybe a ghoul. Oh wow, look at there. So a beholder type, probably maybe a spectator or something. More art, looking great. Wow, this art is nice. Hats off to all the artists with their renditions on this. Lots of looks like lots of several magic items, and then here's the monsters as well. And it looks like there's about 5 monsters a page. Everything from commoner to doppelgangers, bugbears, hobgoblins, gricks, spiders, goblins, ghouls, owlbears, orcs. Ooh, ochre jellies, ogres. There you go, guys. Very nice. And then on the back it has the appendix as well, the index. And it'll tell you what page certain things are on. So that's the Dungeon Master book. So now let's get into the other things of the box set. What other goodies we have? Looks like there's the D&D encounters. Support your, like I said, support your local game stores. Probably, hopefully in the next month, I will be starting the Encounters program in Orlando at Sci-Fi City. So if anybody is in the Orlando area, I will be starting those up, hopefully, if everything goes through. I'm in discussions with the manager now. They haven't done Encounters for a couple years because they had a couple min-maxers that kind of ruined it for everybody before. So I don't put up with min-maxers. I just don't. You guys know how I feel about them, especially you guys that have been around the stream for a while. Yeah, I don't do min-maxers. So, but they were saying that these guys pretty much ruined it for everyone else, and they stopped. So hopefully I'll be able to get that program started back up at Sci-Fi City in Orlando. Definitely willing to make the trip to do it. So there's a printable character sheet, the blank one, that talks about the encounters, and you can go to dungeonsanddragons.com and you can sign up for the encounters as well. Alright, so let's get into the characters now. Looks like there's, I think there's 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The characters are on pretty thickly gauged paper. Looks like we have a fighter here, a human fighter. And I'm sure it's probably following the rules of the basic rules, which I said at the beginning of the stream. You guys can go to dungeonsanddragons.com. They just put them up there at about 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And it's a double-sided character sheet. It's got lots of information. Stats already rolled. Looks like everything is done for you. You just play it, which is very nice. It talks about the fighter's second wind, fighting style, all of the different personality traits, the bonds, the flaws, which I'm actually really excited. The bonds and flaws and ideas and all that stuff, ideals, that's all new to 5e, because the last playtest packet really didn't go into this kind of detail, the 10.14 playtest packet, and I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to add a nice dimension to RP, which really 4th edition really did not go into. I'm not bashing 4e, because you guys know I am very pro 4e. I mean, you could look at my bookshelf. I have every book just about, so, and multiples. So that's the fighter sheet, guys. It tells you literally, it's a pre-gen character. It tells you what you get at each level, and it does go up to level 5. Talks about the fighter's background, and you basically just adopt this. And you know, like my 5th edition group, when we start playing this, hopefully on Saturday, they're going to adopt these characters, and then once the player handbook comes out in mid-August, then they are going to go ahead and they're going to use these characters here just until the player handbook comes out, and then we're going to go ahead and move to, you know, full-blown races, full-blown classes, oaths, everything. So that's what we're going to be doing. But this is just a temporary thing, because we are going to do this entire module on stream. We're going to stream it. We're going to have a good time with it, and we'll be doing this every Friday. Tomorrow night is the 4th of July. I believe they're all going out and getting hammered. I'm taking my son out for fireworks tomorrow as well. We're going to see if we can't set the neighborhood on fire. That'll be pretty sweet. So that's the first fighter. The second character looks like the wizard, and it has same thing, all your stats, all of your personality traits, your ideals, the bonds, flaws. This is a high elf. And this is really nice. Talks about your cantrips, your spells. And I like this character sheet. It's pretty nice. It's really nice for 1 page. And there is a 3-page character sheet with the new basic D&D rules. It's at I believe the last 3 or 4 pages of the actual book itself. Now on the back it tells you also there are what it tells you for each level, what you get at 2nd, 3rd, 4th level, up to 5th level. It tells you about the wizard's background, all of that good stuff, gaining levels, prepared spells. So that's the wizard. Here's the rogue, and he is a Lightfoot halfling. Same thing, all kinds of traits. Talks about thieves' cant. And I like how it actually goes into the skills as well, so you don't have to, you know, look it up in the book. So it looks like everything is on your character sheet. And like I said, these character sheets are on a thicker gauge paper as well. So it's on. I wouldn't say it's not a card stock, but it is definitely not your. I believe your standard gauge paper is a 10 gauge. So, but this is definitely thicker. And it talks about everything going up to 5th level. Sneak attack doing 3d6, etc. Really nice. Next up is the Hill Dwarf Cleric. I don't know if Gim would like this dwarf, though. He's not a fighter. Again, same kind of paper. Tells you what goes up to 5th level. Talks about the traits, all of the ideals, bonds, everything else. And lastly, there's another fighter. So I'm thinking this is probably a... Let's see what kind of differences between the two fighters. Maybe one is the Path of the Warrior, maybe one is the Guardian. In fact, I think they took the Guardian fighter out of the playtest, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like the stats are definitely different. It looks like one may be more armor based. One looks like a little bit more melee based. Yeah, definitely. One's a noble, one's a folk hero. So one has leather armor, one has chainmail, and there's different fighting styles, positioning. So yeah, there looks like there's one defensive and one offensive fighter. So and they're both human. So very nice. They give you a nice variety instead of giving you two of the same fighter. So there you go. And this is just a false panel. So that's all the contents. 5 character sheets, a blank character sheet, the 60-page book, and a 32-page book with the dice. So my impressions on this, guys, it's definitely for the money. It is definitely, I definitely do recommend buying this. And like I said, you can get this for $12.65, $12.35 on Amazon. I believe Barnes and Noble as well. But you can go to your game store, and for a couple dollars more, you can get that for $20. So support, like I said, guys, support your local game stores. So I'm gonna give this this box set is definitely a good grade. Definitely gets a good grade. However, I will say this: I think they possibly could have done a little bit more with the box set. Meaning, if you look at the, there's a lot of, we all know that there's Pathfinder, there's Fantasy Flight Games, there's Age of Rebellion, Edge of Empire. The beginners, but if you look at those beginner box sets, there's a lot more stuff inside, a lot more fluff. People love fluff. I mean, it's just what people want, and I like this. And for the money, it's definitely worth it. But for a few dollars more, they could have put, like a couple maps, a couple fold-out maps, maybe some tokens, and it's like the Mike Merle's interview that I had last week. I actually asked Mike about this, and he had a valid point, a very, very, very valid point. And it talked about they wanted this box set to bring back Theater of Mind, which I totally respect that. And I think 5th edition is definitely going to bring back Theater of Mind compared to like a 4th edition or Essentials. It's definitely going to do that. But people still like fluff. And I really believe that they definitely did a great job of this. I'm not saying they didn't. But I believe they could have knocked it out of the park, truly, with a couple maps and maybe some punch-out tokens or something like that for the monsters that are in this adventure. I'm not talking like a Monster Vault type of token selection or a Threats of Nintervale token selection, but something like Madness of Gardmore Abbey or the Shadowfell tokens for that related box set. So I think that could probably been a little bit more as an eye-popping thing, because I mean, if you look at the Pathfinder box set, look at the Age of Empire, Age of Rebellion, it has all that. And granted, yes, it's a couple dollars more, but if you're going to spend almost $20 for this, chances are you're probably going to spend 25 or 30 and get a little bit more. So, but there you go, guys. I give this, honestly, guys, I give this an A. I'm very happy with the way this looks. I like the presentation. And also the dice. I think they could have done a percentile dice in here. There's no percentile dice, and they could have done 4d6 as well. So they could have done the 10 piece set. But it's still a nice set, and I have multiples of these already. So, and I'll probably be doing a couple of these on raffles and giveaways as well. So. But there you go, guys. That's my impression. I haven't opened it up. I opened it up with you guys, and that's my honest opinion. I think it's an A. I think it's presented nice. I know they're trying to get back into the Theater of Mind, and I totally respect that. But I really honestly think, guys, that they could have done a little bit more with the dice, and they could have done a couple double-sided maps. for the people that do like using tokens. But other than that, it's solid, and I recommend buying this. I mean, it's well worth the money, guys. Totally worth the money. So that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys for a few minutes, and I'll answer some questions. So let's see what you guys have. You guys actually have chat blowing up. So, and first off, thank you guys for hanging out. I mean, there's a lot of people in here, and I truly appreciate it. And there's also a lot of new follows. So Sindrain, thank you for the follow. Viper Edge 1, thank you for the follow. Ghost Dragon 23 345, thank you for the follow. Dungeon Man 1031, thank you. Turkey Knuckle, that's the new viewer name of the night, guys. Turkey Knuckle, I love it. Congratulations, you won the new viewer name of the night, Turkey Knuckle. Great name. Thank you for the follow, sir. And Marcus VF1, thank you for the follow. So thank you guys for all the follows. I appreciate it. So let's see what you guys think of this. Oh no, definitely, Edwin. It's a fantastic box set. It truly is. But I think they could have really did a grand slam if they would have just added a couple more things. And I've actually seen this a couple other people as well talk about that. Just not myself. But that's the first impression that I had. But I definitely would buy it, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There are percentile rolls. Actually, there is a percentile chart in the new basic Dungeons and Dragons that are vacant. It is I think it's a token. You get to do a 1d100 for a token. And let's see here. I've got the new basic rules I've printed out. I think it's in the equipment section. So let's see. I'll show you guys real quick. Edwin, I will answer your question. Here we go, right here. Every character gets to roll a d100. So there you go. D100, and you get all kinds of things, like anything from a mummified goblin hand to a glass eye to a rabbit's foot, or an empty wine bottle bearing a pretty label that says, I'm trying to read upside down, The Wizard of Wine's Winery, Red Dragon Crush, 331422. Nice. So yeah, every character gets to roll one of these trinkets. So the percentile dice would have been nice here. And I know you can roll, a 10-sided twice. But why not just have the percentile dice? Yeah, vacant. Totally. I agree. A fold-out map of the town would be nice of Phandalin. Sorry, my camera's going crazy a little bit, maybe. I think it's because maybe it's so close. So I'll move my notebook. So there you go. That's probably why. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, you guys need to download the free basic rules as well. Yes, Edwin, the miniatures are coming out the same day that the Handbook 1 is. Player Handbook. Well, I'm sorry. The Player Handbook. Not Player Handbook 1, but just Player Handbook. Yes. It is coming out. I believe the hero set is coming out, and the blind booster packs are coming out on the same day. Yeah, I can definitely deal with that as well, Valley, Lilywood. I can definitely deal with that. I mean, because I've got enough maps to compensate for it, but it still would be nice. Because usually, I mean, look at all the box sets in the past for Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, even going back to 2nd edition Ravenloft and Undermountain, they had maps for those sets. I mean, the Red Box had maps. The Dungeon Master Kit and Essentials had maps. And the original Blue Box for 4E back in, I believe, 2008 when it was published, it had maps, tokens, and all that stuff. So that's one thing that I noticed that caught my attention on this. A ring of feather falling. Nice, Silver. Alright, Tom, you don't understand the flup thing? Yeah. well, they definitely weren't trying to trap people with this. I mean, that's definitely obvious. I mean, the price point is by far the best on the market. I mean, it definitely is. Pathfinder, I think, is like $25, $30. And I believe Edge of Empire and Age of Rebellion is about the same price. Dragon Age is about $20, $25 as well. So, and you can't even get box set 2 anymore for Dragon Age. So, but yeah, they definitely didn't. But that's why the price point is so low, is because of there isn't the extra fluff. So, Lou, that's if you're talking about the basic PDF rules, it's let me get a page number for you real quick. It is in the equipment section, and the equipment section is chapter 5, and it's on page the trinkets, 1D100 trinkets, is pages 54 and 55. Yeah, I'm not too big on D100 rolls either, Vacant. But it is still nice to have the percentile dice. But if you're a veteran gamer, you probably have 25 percentile die anyway. Lou, what do I think of the PDF basic rules? I think it's gorgeous, man. I think they did a great job. You missed 3.5. Too lame to die. You can always. There's all kinds of public information, and I believe there's all kinds of PRD documents for the OGL. So you can find those anywhere. Too lame to die. And let's see, Edwin. Might be interesting to build a campaign the revered way. What I normally do, have the players make characters, including bonds and trinkets, and build the world based. Oh yeah, definitely. That's I think that's probably why they put those in there. So. But I think that's definitely an interesting a concept as well, Dungeon. I do like that, and I'm definitely gonna incorporate that into my game as well. So, I'm gonna give it probably a 9 out of 10. So, it's definitely good, and in fact, I would even probably say 9.5 out of 10. The presentation is great. I mean, it really is. The box is sturdy. I mean, it's nice and bright. It's not dull. Wow, all the hillbillies are shooting off fireworks. The books are great. The maps inside the books are great. I mean, very detailed. There's a lot of detailed information for the Dungeon Master. There's lots of information for the players as well. The character sheets are nicely done. The dice are pretty. I mean, the dice aren't, your plain black or plain red or like in the other editions, box sets. And I definitely give it a high grade, and I would definitely recommend it. So you guys need to get out there, get to the game store, and buy it. It's definitely a good buy. Oh, I haven't really dissected it like that, Valleywood. All right, let's see, Tom. So if I'm a teenager who has to use his budget of money that he receives from grandmother and use it wisely, would you recommend it to the teenager with a tight budget, or should he maybe wait? Well, no, I wouldn't. I would recommend buying it. It's $12. That's 2 trips to Taco Bell or 2 trips to Burger King. So cut out 2 trips to Burger King and get you something that's going to last you for your entire life, unless you burn this or something. I mean, it'll last forever as long as you take care of it. Yeah, I would definitely get it, Tom. Just cut out a couple cans of soda or a couple bottles of soda, or if you smoke, cut out 2 packs of cigarettes, and there you go. But definitely buy it, Tom. It's worth it. Yeah, man, we got so many. Where I'm at, it just goes crazy. And there's more than fireworks going off, too. Oh, it's definitely worth the bucks, Tom. I mean, it's you can get it anywhere between $12 and $20. I mean, that's a steal. It's definitely a good price. Yeah. Right, Lou? Hey, thank you very much, Too Lame to Die. Thank you for stopping by. So, Tom, there's just your normal set. You know, one of each dice. There's no percentile dice or no 46 in case you do anything like that for rolling stats. A couple more cents they could have added that in there, but yeah, I'll show them. Sure, Tom. I'll also, if you guys miss this, I will also have this on YouTube here probably within the next hour. So there you go. They're sort of like a nice blue with a sort of like a white marble swirl in them, as you guys can see there. Pretty nice dice. They're definitely they're beautiful dice. They are sort of like a milky swirl added into it. Sort of like when you take Neapolitan ice cream and just take a spoon and just mix it and mix it and mix it. There you go. That's what the dice look like. Yep, Lou, that's it. 2012 10 864. Six piece dice set. I think the inspiration mechanic is good. It's a new mechanic that was added dungeon, but I think it's definitely going to add some immersion to the characters. It's going to give the characters a little bit more. I would say it would give them a little bit more ownership with their character. You know, with the traits, the flaws, and everything else. Holy cow, that was close. Did you guys just see that? We're being invaded! Oh my gosh, China's storming us! They're on the coast! Get your guns! That was a loud boom boom right there. So there you go. The D&D 5th edition starter set. We've been waiting for this for a long time, guys. And I'm glad the day is finally here. Now, the long wait is for waiting for that first player handbook, monster manual, and then Dungeon Master Guide. So that's going to be dreaded, waiting for those. Yes, it's going to be a lot more roleplay heavy, Tom. What you're used to watching with the 4th edition and Essentials. Even though in my games we try to add as much RP as we can. But I mean, you just have to face it. You know, there is a lot of technical, especially when you're following the Orca storyline. There's a lot of combat, which is not a problem. I mean, I love that, and that's what I love about 5th edition. I mean, 4th edition. But 5th edition will definitely involve more RP and more of my corny voices, which all end up sounding like Spanish or Mexican. So. Oh yeah, but if you're talking about the pre-gens dungeon, it's only for this box set, because once the Tyranny of Dragon storyline comes out, I'm going to allow my players to make anything in the player handbook. I probably won't do multi-classing, but we're gonna see. We'll see how the multi-classing differs from the October 14th playtest when they actually introduced it into the player's handbook. I don't think it's going to change too much, but we'll see. But yeah, they're going to have free reign to do any class, any oath, anything they want. But I'm just railroading him through this because this is what we have information for. So, I mean, I could let them use the basic rules and make characters, but I'm going to save them a lot of time, and we need to learn the mechanics. They need to learn the mechanics. I know the mechanics of 5th edition for the most part. So, Tronxy... yes, I'm definitely. But thank you, Tom. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it too, and we will be starting it probably this Saturday. I'm hoping Saturday night. We won't have a game tomorrow because it is the 4th of July. But Saturday, I'm gonna the Saturday group canceled. My 4th edition Essentials group, the Orcas storyline, they canceled for Saturday. So I'm gonna try to get the D&D 5 group to switch from Friday to Saturday, which they've all pretty much said they have no problem with doing that. So, but that'll probably be Saturday. Tronxy, to answer your question about the timetable for the release of the DM guide, I believe the release of the DM guide is November.